Hi everybody, today I'd like to talk about the Yookat car safety anti-skid hammer seatbelt cutter. I was actually sent a free sample of two of the seatbelt cutters for review purposes. They're actually pretty neat little tools to have in case of an emergency. So as you can see, this is what they look like. The top half is the hammer and the bottom half is actually the seatbelt cutter. It actually comes with a little holder, which is nice, so if you put them in an emergency kit or in your glove compartment, they won't slide around too much. So there's a picture of the actual hammer end. It's a pretty solid piece. I think it's steel. And as you can see, it comes with the cover. So if it does slide around, again, in the emergency kit or in your glove compartment, it won't cause too much damage. They're very lightweight. They're not real heavy. And being that they're brightly colored and they have the reflectors, they're really easy to find if you're trying to find them for in case of an emergency. So this is actually just the back. As you can see, the seatbelt cutter is nice because it's actually inlaid into the emergency hammer, so there's no fear of accidentally cutting yourself or anything like that. I actually tested it out and it works really, really well. I found a piece of like knit material to try out the seatbelt cutter, which we'll see in a little bit. This is just a better picture of the seatbelt cutter so you can see what it looks like. So all in all, it's a pretty basic self-explanatory tool. You would use it in case of an emergency, God forbid, in case of a car accident or anything like that. This was actually just my test to show that the seatbelt cutter worked. As I mentioned, I found like a piece of knit material and it actually works really, really well. Sorry that I kept kind of cutting in and out. I needed to fix my tripod a little bit, but you pretty much get the idea. It does tear the fabric. It does work very well. I think once you actually use it on a regular basis, if you're going to practice prior to in case of an emergency, you may get the hang of it better. Since this was the first time I used it, it was just kind of a trial run, and I've never really actually had to cut a seatbelt, so that would be something that I guess somebody would learn in case of an emergency. So this was just basically showing you that it did cut the material and it did work. It's actually pretty easy and it does tear the material rather quickly. And I like the fact, as I said, that the knife is actually inlaid into the handle, so it gives you a better grip when you actually hold on and try to cut the actual material at once. So the next test I did was actually breaking glass with a hammer. I actually just used an old olive oil bottle because that's what I found. And it really works really well. I did put on safety glasses and I did use leather gloves just in case. So if you are going to try this again, please try it safely. So my first try was kind of weak. And then the second try worked really, really well. So I was able to break the glass, and it did break it into large chunks, as you see. So in case you had to break a window or something, it would work. All in all, this is a really handy tool to have, as I mentioned, in case of an emergency. So if you're looking for an emergency hammer seatbelt cutter, please check them out. Thanks for watching.